position is. You gonna leave that up to the moderator, or like what is it?
It should, yeah, it should be. It should come in the form of you say yes, I say no, on a topic.
You say yes, you say no on a topic. What do you mean?
If you say something's true and I disagree, or
So like literally
vice
anything
versa.
that you contend or put into question. Yeah, I don't know if I would agree to that
Yeah.
style of moderation.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna like make multiple, or I mean, I'm not gonna like overwhelm you with arguments or anything.
If it's not that style, I think you are.
You think I am? Why? I didn't do that last time we debated.
Well, it's feasible that you can, and then I'd have to address like 5 points at once.
I mean, I don't know what to tell you. It's just I feel like most people wouldn't agree with that moderation style.
Okay, I disagree.
Can we make any kind of compromise? Okay, so if it's like if I make
Yeah, I'll follow the same rule. I will. If you had a contentious proposition, I'll let you address it, then move on.
no, what I mean by that is okay. So if you define shotgunning as just making multiple arguments, I don't think that that there's gonna be times where I'm only gonna make one argument like in the entire debate. That might be like a strict
Okay,
thing to follow by.
here's a compromise. If I feel that you're making more than one argument at once, I can stop you at the first one. How about that? But unless I feel otherwise, you can continue.
Okay, so then that would just be you cutting me off.
Yeah, if you're shotgunning, yeah. But you would also have the same ability.
I mean, there'd be no difference then, right? Like, if anything, that would just lead to spurging, so that'd be worse.
No, it would stop each difficult or shotgun issue, and you'd be able to address every point at a time.
I mean, I guess I don't really care that much. I guess we can do that. Who do you want to moderate?
Jason. Well, no, he's lazy.
Let me see.
The glutton. Wait, no, he's not. He's not interested. Um, oh, Master Sensei.
Master Sensei, who's that?
Yo,
Master Sensei, John digging in me.
Yeah, I'm good, bro.
bruh.
All right.
Wait,
How
hold
about
up, hold up.
Jason?
Let me try to get Nani in here, because he might be able to moderate.
Okay.
Bro, it's
That works for me.
moderation judgment. Dude.
I need to ask you an effing question about one of your homework.
What the fuck?
So yeah, so you didn't answer my question. Do you want me to start, or do you want to start?
Once we have a moderator, I mean, you could. I don't care. You can start.
He's
Oh,
making this simply right now.
can Sir God King be the moderator?
Definitely not. What the fuck?
I don't have perms either.
Barely
Why you said that so fast?
Wait,
Man,
are
just
you
calm
fine with
down.
Archie moderating?
He acting like you
With who?
judge.
Archie?
If he's not, I don't know if he's gonna troll. That's my only
I don't
issue.
think he'll troll. Like, he cares about the server a lot. Let me ping him.
Yeah, but he also cares about getting laughs, so he might troll.
I can vouch for
We can just tell him.
He cares about the server like
wait, Jason, you just might. Why don't you just might?
I'm busy.
Because the thing with Jason is, I don't think he mods very good. Because I feel like at times, like he misinterprets things. I don't know.
You can think that, but I do mod good. But I still want to.
Mm?
All right, Jason, tell him to send my shit, bitch. All right, let's get it.
You can send me your Venmo. Retard.
I know. I'm finna send it. Yeah, send my shit.
Wait, are you fine with hide cake mouth?
Mm.
Let me check these terms.
Is he legit? Let me ask him. Like, God, is he a legit mod?
Hyde, I don't know him.
All right. Okay. Pac, can Admiral Pac be a mod?
Emerald Pock. I don't know who that is.
What the fuck? Jordan? Could Jordan be a
Wait, were you fine with Hermes is the
I
mod?
don't. I don't have perms, fam, so I couldn't even do anything.
All right, that's fine. All right, but all right.
If I
Is
had
Herm?
perms, it'd be different.
All right, that's fine. Is Hermes? Is he good? Gakin, is he good?
Nani said I could mod. Are you two fine with me, or you prefer someone else?
All right, fine,
Yeah.
whatever. Just be a fair. Just be a fair mind, bro. All right,
No,
cool.
no,
All
I'll
right,
be.
all right, that's fine. All right, cool.
Okay, wait. Do you have perms though, Buddha?
I think Nani can give me perms.
Yeah, ask Nani to give you perms, then we can start.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, if I
Jason,
can, if I
give
can,
him perms.
if I can attain perms, I would do it. Yes, but unless you know.
Oh wait, yeah,
Yo,
you could.
Jason, can I get my perms back? Archie stripped me for no reason. I hurt his feelings.
Yeah, sure. God, King.
Appreciate it, little bro.
Now you're not getting your perms.
I apologize. I apologize. OG.
You're getting your perms back.
My
Bro,
fault.
Okay,
you little
I
bro.
got it, guys. I got mods, so I can moderate for this one.
Okay, yeah, never mind. Buddha's perms.
Yep.
Oh, well, okay, that
I can
works.
handle this.
All right, that's fine. He can do it. I don't give that much of a
Yep.
fuck. All right.
All right, you said that you wanted me to start. Okay, do you have any contentions with Kaido being stated to be the world's strongest creature? For one, and then
Hold
we can
up.
get
Give me
into
one
other things.
sec. Um, wait. Give me one second. Motherfucker. Jason, you ain't sent my shit.
You gotta track DMs. Okay. Oops.
All right, bet. All right, bet.
Do you want me to repeat what I said? Because you said you were doing something.
Yeah,
When these niggas
you
send my
got
shit,
it,
yeah.
man.
All
You
right,
got
bet,
it.
bet. Okay, bet. Thanks, bro. All right. Yeah, we lit. All right, cool, cool. You said Kaido's the world's strongest creature?
Yeah, stated multiple times, like virtually everywhere in the
Yeah,
series.
that's his title. Yeah, that's his title. Sure.
Okay, where are we supposed to go with that? Like, are you trying to insinuate something there, or like, what's the issue with that being his
Um,
title?
creature typically refers to non-human animals.
Creature typically refers to non-human animals. I'm unsure if that's true. And then secondly, we just have the kanji, and the kanji just refers to
Okay.
um living beings in general. Like, I can get the kanji for you if you want.
Hold up. So it's two different. Okay. Well, sure, whatever. You okay? If somebody can just vouch the kanji says that, then I can go with it. But one, I don't know kanji. That's not going to be helpful. So
Okay, well, who here does One Piece?
yeah, can someone just
I
vouch
can.
that's what the kanji
Yeah, I
says?
can vouch. I ain't gonna lie. Vouch.
Does
Yeah,
the
I vouch
kan
for it too.
does the kanji say that the creature is just any independently living animal? Is what he
It
said?
just the kanji just is in reference to living organisms. That's what it
Okay.
literally
Yeah, that's cool.
translates to.
So, I mean, okay, that's one interpretation. So here's I'll give a counter argument as to why that's probably not what it means. They
Okay.
also have a title for the world's strongest man, right?
Yeah, I know they do. I'm just unsure if they conflict with each
Wait,
other.
wait, no, 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 no. Just let me finish the argument, then give your counter argument. It just like that was just like an, are you aware of the thing? Because if not, I can provide it.
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
Okay, so it couldn't be the case that that interpretation is true, that Kaido's the world's strongest creature, while also there exists a world's strongest man. Because I mean, just by your definition, a man is a living organism, so a man would also be a creature. So your interpretation is contradictory necessarily, and the one I'm
Oh
giving,
no,
which is that,
it's not. I'll
which is
explain
let
why.
me you gotta let me finish, then you can counter argue.
Yeah,
Um,
let
and so
Geass finish.
and then, so yeah, under your view, you have a contradictory argument. So it couldn't be the case your view is true. But under my view, there's no contradiction, which is that there's also just a world's strongest man title, which has existed for how long, as well as the world's strongest creature title, which has existed as well, which just means that the man title is different and doesn't refer to non-human animals. So okay, go ahead.
Yeah, all of that presupposes that they've existed simultaneously. If I just asked you for the argument for that, like, what would the substantiation be?
If you asked me for the argument for
Yeah, because what
them,
what I think could have happened. Wait, let me explain my interpretation. What I think could have happened is that when Whitebeard died, Kaido just obtained the title. I don't know if these things conflict with each other. You're saying that they happen simultaneously, so we can derive a contradiction from there. And then what I'm asking you to prove is that we actually do know this. Like, on what basis are you going to be deriving this foundation of knowledge?
We do know this. Okay. Well, so one, Kaido's been a Yonko for years, which means he attained some level of strength. You'd have to show within the last like when the fuck did Whitebeard die? Like whenever Marineford ended, so like about 2 years, Kaido somehow reached a level that's well surpassed Whitebeard. Which I
I'd have to
one you're
show
not.
that. Why? How's that my burden?
Yeah, let me wait. You have to. Do you have ADD or something, bro? You're not letting me finish.
My bad. My bad. Yo.
So okay, so yeah, you'd have to show that because other than that, Kaido's been a Yonko for years, and so under that in that scenario, that means that those titles have existed and he's been at the same strength or a similar level of strength. It's just there's a contradiction, and my interpretation is true, or the fact that there's a separate title means that there is just a difference in meaning between World's Strongest Man and World's Strongest Creature. So
Well, no, not really, because I'm taking the simpler interpretation here by not like assuming a contradiction,
hmm?
and then from the fact that we
This-
know that he's the
wait,
strongest
can I
creature
address
in the
that? Wait, no,
wait,
no, no.
wait.
Let me wait. It does a
Hold,
shotgun. It's a
hold,
shotgun.
I
It's a
don't think this is
shotgun. It's a shotgun.
I don't think this is
No, no,
shotgun
no.
because this is all related
You
to the same
argue.
point.
Well, yeah, but
Okay.
you
Yo,
argued it.
what the
You
fuck? Wait,
argued
man,
it simpler. No, no, it's a
Wait,
shotgun.
wait,
do that,
yo.
but
Yeah. So Isaac is just addressing why his position is easier than yours. He's not trying to shotgun.
But no, no. He's giving why it's simpler. Now he's giving it. He's going to give a second argument.
no, no,
He's not.
no. I'm not giving a second argument. It's just meant to be in support of the simplicity thing.
Okay. Okay. All right.
He's
Yeah,
just
okay. So
defending
the
his
reason
point.
why,
That's all.
like, okay, yeah, the reason why I believe that it's simpler is based on the fact that, okay, that it would just entail that he grew stronger, right? Instead of assuming a contradiction, if we just know that he's the strongest at one time frame, and then previously he wasn't the strongest, in order for that to happen, he would have to grow stronger. So that just be entailed, right? And then you're trying to assume some sort of contradiction here. I'm just giving you the interpretation that's non-contradictory. It's inherently going to be simpler because it's assuming less variables.
Well, no, no, no. It's not any simpler because mine has zero contradictions as well, right? It's just saying that there's two definitions. We know that you can. Creature also means a non-human animal. And wait, let me just grab that for you because that seems contentious.
We just went over that point, and then you accepted the kanji. So are you going to give a definite contention to it, or what?
Wait, no, no, no. You didn't understand the implications. I said that the kanji may say that, but there's more than one interpretation, right? So let me give the
Yeah, and
other
then you said you were going to
interpretation.
argue for your interpretation. That's what you said verbatim on recording.
Yeah, I know, dumbass. So the interpretation I'm giving is saying that there is more than one definition, even if the kanji says something, that there's also a separate definition. I can just agree that there is the definition and interpretation you're giving, right?
Yeah, I know there's more than one definition. Notice how you didn't track the question.
Yeah.
When I was calling into question why your interpretation would be true, because you're the one who made that claim previously on recording. And then what you said in
Where do you guys
response to
send
that is,
scans?
I know that I made this. But
Yeah,
then you
where do you
haven't
guys send
argued for it.
scans
That's the whole
here?
point.
Hello. Well, no, I have. You're just not following. Just 1 second. Um, I just agree that kanji says that. That's all I'm saying. And let me get the source for this. Hello.
Titus debate always end like this.
Okay, cool. Yeah, okay. So there's also the alternate explanation and interpretation. But okay, sure. I can agree that your statement and what you're arguing for says that I'm not disagreeing with that, and that's what I granted. Um so you're just saying they didn't exist simultaneously. When did Kaido get the title of World's Strongest Creature? I don't think that's
So
ever
I'm unsure
established.
if that's like a necessary clarification. Presumably it'd be after Whitebeard died. I just don't know what specific
Okay, so you
time
don't
frame
know.
you're
Wait, wait.
actually.
I'm sorry. Wait, no, no. I'm not trying to cut off, but I just asked like when. Like I don't care if you have an alternate theory. That's fine. But like, do you know when?
If by when you mean the exact time frame, Then
Yes,
no,
I
but
think
I
I
think I
just
already
asked you. Yes.
clarified the general or
Wait,
relative
no, no,
time
no,
frame.
stop. Wait, no, bro. Just stop trying to interpret shit when I'm asking you a simple question to continue the argument. Just you can do that after. Just let me finish my line of reasoning. Do you
You're good,
know,
though.
bro? Can you just answer? Do you know
Do I know? I already
when?
answered this, didn't
When?
I?
Okay, so no, you're just trying to say no very long. Okay. So we don't know when he got this title. Okay, we're just assuming it's after Whitebeard died. Um, okay,
No, no, no. It's not an assumption either. Can I like argue with you with that? Okay, well,
okay,
it's not
sure.
an
You
assumption.
can if you have more evidence for why. Yeah, sure.
Well, I don't even know if it's about like more evidence. I just think that you're misunderstanding my argument. Okay, so the whole point is the fact that we just know that it would have to be after in order that would derive a
No,
contradiction. And then you said
no.
that your interpretation is the contradictory one. I know that's what you said. What I'm
Well, no,
telling
no.
you here is the point that I made before is the assumptions that assumes like a
There's
contradiction.
no
You said
assumption. There's no assumption. Yeah, you're not understanding my line of argument. I'm granting that the meaning that you're granting to your interpretation can also follow, except in the case that they hold both titles at the same time or similar time frames, right? The issue is under my view, they could hold them at the same time, different times, etc. And there's no issue, there's no contradiction, right? Creature, as I sent it, is just a non-human animal, right? And then the title of the world's strongest man is just a human animal, right? So they could both be true. I'm saying mine poses no contradictions in any scenario, so mine is therefore the simplest, right? It doesn't matter
you're
when they had it doesn't let me finish it up. It doesn't matter when they had the title. All I'm saying is mine poses no issues, yours poses at least one, right? So mine is the simplest.
your reason for them having no contradiction begs the question. Do you want to move on? I think that
It doesn't
I mean I have
question
other
Big.
contentions, but
No, there's no question, Big. It's analytically true. If he's a man, he's a human animal. If Kaido's a creature, he can also be a non-human animal, which allows for both these titles to hold while there is zero contradictions anywhere at any time.
wait,
Yours has
Geass.
an issue. You wait, let me bro, can y'all there's a point of a
I'm sorry.
mod, bro. You have to be bro, this is
No,
bullshit. Like my Q mod, bitch.
he will not say another thing.
Okay,
Don't
thanks, bro.
worry.
It's like the eighth time the nigga cut me off.
Don't
All right,
call
but anyway.
Buddha a bitch, nigga.
All right, anyway, but like I was saying. Um yeah. So yeah, your poses at least the issue of the time frame. You don't know when this thing occurred, right? The titles, and so you're saying they're simultaneous, or sorry, they could be simultaneous. But if that's the case, there's a contradiction. Again, you don't know when it happened. You would just have to give an argument as to why it's probably after Whitebeard died. There's no argument you've given so far.
Okay, one, I already gave an argument for that, and then I'm gonna explain why you were question begging. So the reason
It's
why,
question, but the one you gave is question begging. But go ahead, go ahead.
yeah, yeah, okay. So the reason why you were question begging there is your entire reasoning for why there was no contradiction is contingent on the multiple definition argument that you gave. You said that there are multiple definitions. It's something that I can grant, but then you said you were gonna argue for your interpretation. And I said, yeah, go ahead, right?
Mhm.
And then the thing that you're saying now is gonna be something that's contingent on your definition of creature because I can agree that
Mhm.
there's multiple definitions. It can refer to living beings, and then it can also refer to animals that are distinct from human beings. However, you're assuming that it refers to animals distinct from human beings. If an
No,
assumption is embedded within that, that would just literally be
there's no
question begging. Not even
assumption. There's zero assumption. I'm just saying
what
in the
argument do
case
you give
that
then?
yeah, I'm not assuming it's true. I'm just saying that the theory or the analytics I've given poses no contradictions, while yours does, unless you can show when he gained the title, right? So in the case that you don't know when he got the title, it's feasible that they both held the title at the same time, right? Under your analytics, there's a contradiction. Under mine, there's zero. Okay, that's all I'm saying. And so
There's
mine would
not a
be the
contradiction.
simplest. Mine would be the simplest theory. That's all I'm positing.
Do you want to move on from this point because I have more contentions either way?
Sure, sure.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I think I already got this through. But all right,
Yeah.
the next thing that I want to ask you is why do you think World's Strongest Man is going to be something that puts like that puts the world's strongest man above everybody else who falls under the title. So
Mhm.
hypothetically, if I were to steel man that it does refer to Kaido,
Oh,
and then Kaido applies to the title, like why does it put him
is
above
this the
Kaido?
shit where you just say
Such where he
strong just
beats in a
means
fight.
physical strength?
Maybe physical strength, but I'm not even necessarily saying that. I think he'd refer to his fruit as well, like maybe his destructive capacity or his attack potency. I'm unsure of what it refers to, right? So that's
Hmm.
why I'm just asking you.
Oh god. Um, bro. Okay, so be more clear. Are you just saying that he has the most AP? Is that what you think you're saying strongest could mean?
No, no, I'm not giving you an exact interpretation. What I'm saying is that I'm unclear of what it can refer to, and it can refer to multiple things. So because of the ambiguity there, I'm just asking you to substantiate
Hmm?
what do you think it refers
Oh,
to. Presumably,
this,
under your
this is
interpretation, you
shitty.
would have to argue
This is
that
shitty.
it puts him
Okay, okay,
above
I
us in
get
a
you.
fight.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah. So as far as overall strength, when they give the same strongest title for Kaido, strongest creature, they say the whatever the like commonplace is, one on one in a fight. The context they give is bet on Kaido, right? He doesn't lose. So they explicitly say multiple times strongest refers to his one on one combat ability and give the title. So there's context where they explicitly give an example of what it means to be the strongest X. For
So you think that
Whitebeard, the title of strongest man would mean more similarly one on one in a fight, bet on this person.
so how does that one example with Kaido map onto Whitebeard in such that it would make it more probable that Whitebeard's title
It's
refers to that as well?
precedence. It's precedence. They're giving a direct example of what it means to be the strongest X, and they give multiple usages of this term. They say one on one. It said bet on this person, they don't lose, right?
I'm asking you, yeah. So they're giving this one example, but then how does this one example explicate or make it
Precedence.
more like?
Precedence.
Sorry, what?
Precedence. They're giving the precedence for what it means to be this thing, to have, be the strongest X. So
Okay,
that's
so why does
precedence
this
where you don't
singular
have. Wait,
precedent
let
map
me finish.
onto
I'm
the
almost done.
precedents
I'm
for the
almost
group?
done. I'm almost
What
done. Let me finish.
Geass?
So they don't have. Yeah,
Guys,
let me finish.
let him finish.
So
Let him finish.
they don't have precedence on your side for any other interpretation, right? So I have the precedence in multiple usages. You don't. So I'm giving the stronger argument.
Well, again, this is also circular because when you're saying that you have precedence, I don't agree that the precedence maps onto
Huh?
this other title, right? So you're saying that it builds precedence for Kaido. I agree with that. I just don't agree that
Hmm.
the precedence of Kaido maps onto Whitebeard. Wait, let me finish explaining what I'm saying. And then what you're saying is I don't have any counter evidence. However, I don't think I'm burdened upon putting counter
Okay.
evidence
Nice.
until you actually prove your argument.
Nice. Okay, I am proving it. But so when I say that, and I made this kind of clear, when I say the strongest X, they're saying the strongest of a kind, right? If you take creature, and under my interpretation, they're two different things. You take creature to be the strongest of a kind, which is the kind of creature, and then the strongest man, which is another kind, a strongest human animal. That just means that you're saying the strongest of that kind means this, right? So if you're saying that they're giving this same title of a different kind, creature and human, and they mean different things, you would need evidence why the precedence is broken, right? You're just saying it could, of course, it could mean different things, right? But I'm saying the precedence for the usage of this kind of animal is given in this very specific context. So that's why it's more likely that thing than anything else.
Okay, so how does them being of the same kind in this specific way map onto it being more likely?
Oh
So you're
my
giving a
God.
different argument, but then all of these arguments have very bad evidence and they don't really prove that your argument is more likely. Does it? Which you're trying to do at least bare minimum, make it more likely, or just prove that it's true outright. Which
Okay, I think
I
that
just
was
don't see
evidence.
how any
You
of the
you can
arguments.
feel. Okay, sure. You can feel it's not. Let me give another example. They also bring up the title as World's Strongest Man in a combat scenario. It's when he's at Marineford about to fight the admirals, right? So there's another situation where they use the title in a combat scenario, right?
Okay,
If you
yeah,
want to
yeah.
say if you want to say that's coincidence, sure. I don't. It's fine. Whatever.
No, no, no.
It's
I don't have to
very.
argue.
Wait,
I'm
let me
sorry.
Isaac,
finish.
let
Let me
Geass
finish.
finish. Let
Yeah,
let
it's
Geass finish.
very specific timing that they're choosing, and you can just say, "Well, it's coincidence. It's whatever." Cool, nice skepticism. Um, there's select and specific usage of these titles, and I think that's more evidence as to what it means. So,
Okay, Geass, I don't have to say it's a coincidence. All I could say is the fact that I can account for it under my hypothesis. I believe that it's expected under my hypothesis. I'll explain why. The reason why is because
Mhm.
I can grant that it refers to like combative features in the sense of his destructive capacity. We actually look at Marineford when he is called the strongest man. Is that not in relation to when he's summoning the tsunamis? So again, I gave you these interpretations. It could just
wait, let
refer
me
to
check. Is that
his
correct? I
APRD.
don't know if that's true.
I mean, you can check the scan, like, or do you want me to send it? I don't know.
Hello.
Which scan?
Um, Fuck, it's here. I don't remember what happens in this scene. Hold up, 1 second. Yeah, no, it's him about to fight the admirals here. Where's Scans at? Mhm. Okay, I sent it. It's when he's about to attack the admirals.
Would you send it in scans chat or?
Scans chat. Yes.
Okay.
Oh shit! Wait, hold up.
Oh, okay. So it's not in reference to when he's summoning a
Oh
tsunami of the sea.
wait, hold on. I have a scan that can just end all this bullshit. Well,
Wait,
yeah.
no. Wait. You said you
Oh
don't
my
want
god.
to do
Sure,
multiple points,
go
but you
through
gotta
the
go.
yeah, sure. No. Go through this, then I'll send what I'm sending. Go ahead.
Okay, I mean, maybe it's not in reference to a tsunami. I guess that's fine. However, I think it can still be destructive,
Oh
plausibly
my
based.
god.
Yeah, the reason why is because within Marineford, we see there's a
This
consistency of
nigga ass.
him causing great destruction. And then we see that his destruction is a great harm to the base as
Bro,
well.
that's after this. What the fuck?
That's after this. Has he not been using his fruit to destroy the island the entire fight, or not even fight the entire time at Marineford?
Okay, I mean, yeah, he's been shaking. Sure, whatever. He's been shaking it. Yeah, sure. I don't give a fuck. But that's not the scene. I don't care about that shit. They don't call him world's strongest man in those scenes.
Yeah, they don't call him that in those scenes. What I'm saying is I'm using the overall consistency from the art
Bro,
to interpret it reasonably as this. Sorry.
that's ass as fuck. I mean, bro, you know
That's
what
why.
this means, bro. You know what this means. Come on, like you're okay. Anyway, I'm gonna send one more scan to kind of like seal this, like just bam, bitch, put you in the coffin. Uh, nah, yeah, look at this shit right here. Uh, so he gets the title, Kaido, of the strongest in the world or strongest creature before Whitebeard dies, right?
Okay, I get that, but what's in question is like what the title
Oh
refers
my
to.
god,
Yo, we got Proggy
bro.
up.
So if yeah, nigga summoned me back, told you type shit. Um,
Wait,
yeah,
but let,
nah,
let me check the scan anyway.
bro. In the scan, it literally says that he got it before he died. So that means it has to be the interpretation that the titles have different meanings, right? Otherwise, it's a direct analytic contradiction, right?
Yeah, we were just arguing about the meaning of the titles.
Bro, we know, but that if they had the earlier point was if they had them at the same time, this ends the whole point. They didn't have them at the same time. Or sorry, they have different meanings if they had them at the same
It's okay.
time. So GG.
No, this doesn't end. Wait, you think that responds to what I said?
It
Because
defeats
the
what you
meaning
said,
is
yes.
still in question.
Bro,
Yo,
we're
do you want
done.
to move on?
Let's move bro. Let me just read what I'm saying and then we can go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I mean, go ahead, read it. Since you want a popcorn, read
Okay.
it.
No, I'm just gonna read the relevant parts, not the whole shit. Kaido was the invincible, strongest creature alive, while Big Mom had the strongest family in the world, and Edward Newgate's very life was that of the strongest pirate alive. So they held these titles at the same time.
Oh, it's
So
like a
that's what I'm
bedtime story.
saying. So the whole narrative that you were drawing is contradictory, and what I'm saying has to be correct. So we can move on.
No, it doesn't. But yeah, okay, we can move on. The meaning was in question. You just didn't track for some reason.
Bro, he's
But you
lost.
want
He's
to conclude the
lost.
debate?
He's lost. I want to. No, I gotta scale Shanks. What are you doing?
I mean, you believe I didn't establish my scaling, right? Like, I don't. We could
Okay,
just
cool. Wait,
sum
we
it
can
up.
move off your scaling if you want, but I still have to scale Shanks.
What I'm saying is, if you beat me on my scaling, if the judge says that, I'll just give you the win.
What? Because I have a narrative issue where I still think even if I were to grant all this, I still think Shanks is above, like just feet wise, and I think feats over titles. So
I mean, if you want to argue that, I guess we can go. Yes.
yeah, it'll be a quick chain scale. Kaido goes relative to Big Mom for 3 days and nights, so much so that they call it a draw. So they were actually stalemating for the entirety of 3 days. Um, my nigga Kid went relative to Big Mom. He has multiple feats on her, and so Kid also was getting blitzed in one tap by Shanks. So Shanks massively above Kid relative to Big Mom. Big Mom relative to Shanks. All right, bet
Oh.
to Kaido. So that puts Shanks way above. Yeah.
Okay, do you think that they're relative in general, or just it's referring to their base
Who
forms?
who
And
who
I'm
who
like,
who?
yeah, Big Mom and Kaido. And then I'm unsure if they're
Yes, they
relative as well.
literally clash. They clash and go relative. We see it on panel, and then afterwards,
Oh.
they're so relative they can't. They say they want to kill each other, which is their whole goal, and can't do it for 3 days and nights.
Okay, I understand that, but then this is taking neither of them at their strongest form, no?
What? No. What? Wait. Okay. If they're trying to kill each other, the goal of killing one another would include and entail they're using their strongest forms and abilities.
Okay, so you think that because they're trying to kill each other, that's going to make it more likely that they're going all out. So because of that, we can infer or make
Yes.
some sort of abductive thing that they'd be going all out here. That's the argument.
If it's between killing your lifelong opponent and dying, yes, I would assume you're not even assume it make the most sense to try and give it your best abilities.
Okay, I mean, I think it might be stated. Can you send the statement though
Which
that they're
one?
trying to kill that they're trying to kill each other?
Sure. Does anyone have the chapter from the Kaido Big Mom stalemate?
I'll send it.
God damn. Damn. Prime. Okay. Prime One Piece. Yeah. Okay.
Clap, clap.
Man, this is the clapping. The
Hell,
clapping part three.
Geass. I'm about to put you above speed after this shit, bro. What the fuck? Hold on.
Tight. Tight.
Yeah, you going crazy, bro. Hey, Hanya was right about you, bro.
Top five. Top five. Okay. Okay. Top one. Okay. Sonic. Prime Sonic. Okay.
Touch it.
Top
Touch
two. Okay. D1. Okay.
Look at Blue Marvel cheerleading for Geass in the background. Talking about clap, clap.
Yo, what is up
Yo.
with him on my dick, bro?
This nigga
Oh,
cheerleading.
shit.
I'm
Nigga,
crying.
okay, now speak to Infinity. Now speak to Infinity. He did the same thing. Go ahead.
I ain't do nothing, nigga. I'm just, hey.
Oh man.
Okay, I'm sending the scans.
You know
Ooh,
a chapter?
yo, he asked me.
Yes, it's chapter 951.
Okay. Thank. 951. Bet.
One of the few VC debates I've listened to that doesn't turn into a slur contest.
It
That
goes
hasn't never
from
happened.
951 to 952. Yeah.
All right. Bet.
Okay.
Okay, I'm reading these hands. Give me.
They said D1 watching his daddy kiosk get glazed by infinity. What the fuck?
Okay, I mean, I guess I can just give you the same contention as last time. So, I mean, if they
Wait, I
wanted to
didn't
go all
even
out,
get
then
to read the scans, bro. Wait, do you are
yeah,
you agreeing they went?
I've read the scans. Okay, so then what's stopping them from
Okay, cool.
showing their strongest forms immediately? Like I said this like a year ago, and you had no
Their
response.
strongest forms immediately. Wait, hold on. I don't want to do like the flashback to like some previous. I don't, bro. I don't give a fuck. Just tell me like what you were trying to say now.
Yeah, so what I was trying to say here is, did you think that because they're trying to kill each other, that would entail or make it more likely that they're trying to go all out? However, if that was the case, then why isn't it the
Hmm?
case that they went their strongest forms immediately, right? Because they tried to kill each
It,
other from the moment that we see them clashing.
yeah, it may not be strategic for them to go all out. For example, if you had it's like it's common in like sports and things. If you have a play or a player or ability that you can use in a specific scenario that gives you an upper hand, use revealing your hand from the start may be a retardedly unstrategic move, right? Just saying you have a trump card, therefore you should use it as soon as the match begins is kind of ridiculous, right? So just saying they have a trump card potentially, so they should use it from the beginning. It denies the fact that they're going all out is silly. Or I'll give you an example. If Big Mom uses her ability and she doesn't get any damage off or very little damage off because she used it too early, she just loses the fight. Right. So there's a million counter examples of why you shouldn't do that. So, yeah.
Mm.
I don't know if there's a million counterexamples, but to address the other thing, I can agree in certain scenarios. However, I think that depends on the context. So
Okay. So Big Mom, for example, if she uses her soul ability, uses all the soul energy up, she loses the fight instantly, right? If she doesn't do enough damage, that's the fight. That just may not be strategic here. So just saying, why does a strategy include not using your trump card, which guarantees you lose the fight if you fail immediately, is a poor analysis. Hmm.
it guarantees that she loses. Why? I can grant it if there are like some
Once she
type of
runs out
relevant
of
drawback.
soul, once she runs out of soul energy, that's it. Like she can't use anymore.
Once she runs out
It,
of soul
it,
energy, she can't use
yeah,
anymore. Why does that mean that she would lose after she
it
runs out of it?
ampli- okay, so maybe that's not okay. This is kind of crazy, but it amplifies her abilities, right? It makes her stronger, but she has a limited reservoir of soul energy. We see in her fight, if she takes enough damage, that's it. Like she just can't use it anymore. Okay, do you agree with that?
Okay, so what drawbacks apply to Kaido then?
No, 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 no. Can you, bro? Can you
You want to
follow what I'm
explain this
actually
on your own?
saying? Yeah. Do you agree that that's what happens when she runs out of soul energy? She's done.
This is why you got to track. I'm telling you that it doesn't matter because
Okay,
unless
wait.
you
Can you?
apply it to both
I
of
can.
them,
I
right?
agree. You might. I agree. You might feel that way. Can you answer the question so I can finish the argument? If you think it's dumb and irrelevant, just answer it, and then I'll be done.
I'm not just saying that I feel that way. I'm explaining why because I'm telling you
Okay,
this
so
same
he's not
incentive
answering
applies
my
to both
question. He's
characters.
giving a counter argument in the middle of my argument. Let me just finish the argument if you can't answer. Okay. So the answer is yes. We literally see it on panels. She runs out of soul energy. That's it. She runs out. So if that happens, right, she uses her trump card and she backfires where she doesn't have any ability to heal or amplify herself. She can just lose the fight right there. All right, that's it. Um, do you have an issue with that? Does that seem like untrue to you?
Do you think that addressed everything I said?
No, no, I'm trying to finish my argument. I know you have a counter argument. I'm not addressing it in the middle of my argument. Can you let me finish my argument before you counter argue, please?
Okay, what do you think you haven't finished then?
The question I just asked you that you aren't answering.
Okay, wait, yeah, I can grant that that's some sort of drawback. Cool. Can we just move on to the Kaido thing?
Okay, cool. Okay, cool, cool. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, cool. Now what were you counter arguing?
Yeah, what I was saying is you'd have to say that there's some sort of relevant drawback or feature that would apply to Kaido as well, not just to Big Mom.
Oh yeah, yeah. So on Kaido's side, why he might not go all out? I think for him, so Big Mom, if he uses too much energy early, Big Mom has an attack or an ability that basically lets her regen all of her. We literally see her regen broken bones, broken limbs, all that shit. And so if he beats her up, uses too much energy, and then she can just regen everything, he could also lose as well.
You said it's dependent on like the energy. Do you think that hybrid drains
Wait,
him
which
to
part?
any
Wait,
sort of relevant
I
extent?
said multiple energies. Which one are you talking about?
Yeah, okay, what I mean by energy here is like stamina or physical
Kaido's?
reserves.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
Kaido's
okay.
energy.
So obviously I can grant that a stronger form is going to drain more energy, but I don't know if that's in some sort
Hmm.
of relevant sense, and I'm going to explain why. The reason why is because Kaido never has any sort of energy concerns when he's actually using his hybrid form. We see consistently
Hybrid
that he
form.
uses it, and then he never points out anything about the energy. There's never any
The
kind of
people he's
inventory.
fighting at that time are much weaker than Big Mom. They have to gang up on Big Mom to beat her. So it's kind of obvious they're not as much of a threat. So I think
Do you think
against
that
Big
because
Mom,
they're much
someone wait,
weaker,
let
that
me finish. Let me finish.
just losing
Nah,
less?
nah, nah, let me finish.
Isaac,
Someone that,
let Geass speak.
so against someone fairly relative to, where he can clash with them, there's a much greater chance he could just lose the stamina battle versus multiple people he's just much stronger than. Right, he's stronger than everyone he faces in Wano, except for I mean, arguably except for Big Mom. So that energy concern is just on a different scale when he's fighting someone relative to him.
Okay, so why is it the case that because they're stronger, he's going to be using less energy here? Like, do you think that he's holding back
Huh?
against the supernova?
Do you think
Because
it takes? Wait, hold on, stop. Let me. You asked like two questions back to back. Let me go to the first one. Uh, i- if someone's relative to you, that means you have to produce more force just to match them. You have to produce more speed just to
no, I
match
didn't
them.
ask you that. I think you misheard what I was saying.
No, you said
Obviously,
why
like,
are they? Did you not just ask why are they? Why do you produce more energy to fight someone that's relative?
well, I can grant that you would have an incentive to use more energy against somebody
Hmm.
that's relative against you in a normal standpoint, right? But I don't know if it's going to be the case that he's holding back against the supernovas. I think he's using full
Oh my
energy
god.
against both of them.
Wait,
Right?
no,
I
no,
don't
that
see
was the
why
second
him being
question. That was the
stronger than the
second question,
supernovas means he's gonna
bro.
hold back.
This was the second question you asked me, but the supernova shit, I didn't even answer. But go ahead, just ask the supernova one. You didn't
No, no,
really
no. It
respond.
wasn't the second question. You didn't track, and you
It
thought I was
was.
asking
You
two
asked two
questions.
questions. You did ask two questions. Roll the tape back. You'll
You
see.
think if we went on the recording, we would see that?
Yes, I don't want to spend my time doing that though. Just ask both the questions again. I don't want to sit here and deliberate. I don't give a fuck.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I think I repeated it multiple times. The only question that I'm trying to ask you here is why you think that he's going to be using less energy against these supernovas. He may be way stronger than him, right? But I don't know if that's going to be a relevant fact here.
Why is he using more energy against someone that's weaker than him? Or sorry, less energy against someone that's weaker because it takes less energy to respond to them and outpower them. So if he
It
wants
may
to
take.
attack them, it takes more damage, which requires more energy. If he wants to keep up with them speed wise, it takes less energy because he doesn't have to go as fast. So that's why it would take less energy. That's what it means to be weaker.
It might take less energy to actually beat them. I think there's still a problem with that
No,
because
no,
there's
not
still a
might.
threat
It
to him clearly.
definitively does. It definitively does. He doesn't require as much energy to match them in speed or in AP.
But we see that they're clearly a threat to him, like for several reasons.
You're not really responding. I know. I never said
That
they
is a
weren't a
response. Wait,
threat.
do you want to move on?
I never said they weren't. Yeah, let me just finish this point, then we can move on. I never said they weren't a threat. I said to match someone of equal energy output, it requires more energy than someone who is not at that same relative threshold, which the supernovas aren't because they have to gang up two, three, four at a time to beat him. Okay.
Yes, I know
So
you're arguing
that
that.
mean
And then
wait, let me, bro, let me fin- do you have
he stopped. My bad.
Isaac,
whatever
he's
you got to take
speaking.
some, bro,
He's
because you
speaking. He's speaking.
yeah.
Let him
So
finish.
in that scenario, I'm just saying that, bro, it's simple. They're not as fast, which means you don't have to use as much energy for speed. They're not as strong, so you have to use less AP. That's all less energy. It's just true. Okay, can we move on?
Yeah, we can move on. I think I already addressed this. Wait, do you want to like conclude the debate?
I mean, if you grant the rest of my scaling, do you think Shanks blitz kid?
Do I think that Shanks splits kid? Yeah.
Do you think he one tapped him?
Yeah.
Okay, GG. All right, yeah, we can be done.